Hello, this training video will lead you through the simple steps of how to take an intraoral impression of a single dental implant. As you can see here, we have the sulcus former in place, which will first need to be removed. First, sensible to clear the hex of the screw from any food debris that might have accumulated there. We'll then gently unscrew the sulcus former until you can hear the click, which will indicate the fact that the screw has disengaged. There we are. Thank you. I then grasp the sulcus former with the abutment clamp here tightly and give this a little wriggle, which disengages it from the internal taper. Thank you. Now I will place my impression coping into the implant. There we are. And you can feel that that index is being engaged because it's not rotating. Once you feel that, you gently tighten the pin and give it a further gentle turn with the screwdriver. You don't want to over tighten these. That's about right. You also need to make sure that these little lugs on the impression posts are not interfering with the teeth either side. Occasionally, if they're twisted the wrong direction, you can get some interference with the tooth which prevents this from fully seating. So there we are, that's fully seated. You now need to select the correct size of impression tray. So let's have a look at the blue size here. As this is the open tray technique, we will need to cut a little hole in the tray just above where the impression post is. Thank you. This is made easier by marking up with a felt tip. Thank you. So using the felt tip mark on the tray as a guide, I will now prepare a hole to allow that impression coping through the tray. Okay, so we will now try the adjusted impression tray in the mouth to ensure that we can see the pin through the tray there. So that's fine. Now at this stage it's important to make sure that we recognise any potential undercuts for the impression material to get caught into. So gaps between teeth are best filled with something like beading wax so that the impression material doesn't get stuck, making withdrawal of the tray a lot more difficult. If we got the adhesive on the tray there. Yeah. And if we can have some Vaseline as well, please. I'll also place a layer of Vaseline around the lips so that the impression material is a lot easier to peel off. Okay. So a layer of Vaseline as well, just as a barrier layer to enable us to clean up a lot easier. Okay, have you got the saliva ejector as well, please? Now it's important to ensure that the mouth is dry and that the impression coping itself is kept as dry as possible. Thank you. So that the impression material flows around the coping and adheres to it. Yes, please. Yeah. As this is a pick-up impression, we need to ensure that this impression coping itself is held rigidly by the material, which it will be if it's kept very dry. Thank you. So I also use the syringe just to ensure that the material flows all the way around the impression coping. Thank you. Just relax your lip there, look, you're nice and floppy. That's lovely. It's important to make sure that you can see that pin just poking through the tray so that we can unscrew that to remove the impression itself. Okay, so the setting time for this impression material is 4 minutes. So I'm now going to retrieve the impression tray. First of all, I need to unscrew the pin here. So make sure there's no impression material within the screw hex. And then pop the screwdriver in place and unscrew. Again, until you can hear a click. There we are, which means that that screw is disengaged. You'll also see a little bit of movement as well. Again, ensuring that that has disengaged from the implant. Now, I tend to break the seal of this impression with a puff of air around both sides, because they can be quite a firm fit. Okay, now I need to press quite hard on this impression tray. So just close up a little bit, please. That's it. We tend to be able to break the seal by getting right round the back of the tray and giving this a firm tug. Well done. Fantastic. So as soon as you've removed the impression from the mouth, it's important to check to make sure that you've picked up things accurately. This is a pick-up impression, so the important aspect is to make sure that this metal impression post has been picked up rigidly. There's no mobility there, which is excellent. You must also check that the teeth either side have been faithfully reproduced in the impression as well, to ensure that the contact points will be correctly constructed, and that the remaining teeth and the occlusal surfaces have also been picked up nicely, which they have here. So this can now be disinfected. So once you've achieved a successful impression, the sulcus former then needs to be placed back on top of the implant. So this is what we'll be doing in this position here. Now the soft tissues can collapse really quite rapidly, so there may well be some mild blanching again of the tissues. Is that starting to feel tight on the gum a little bit? Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, good. You just need to leave it for 30 seconds or so for the tissues to settle, and then you can again tighten things a little bit more. till you're fully seated. I hope this video has been helpful to you in explaining this simple procedure. If, however, you would like to discuss the procedure further, please contact us at the Implant Centre and we'll be happy to do so.